Rivers. They're going on the road against New England. They are, look, against New England. I understand it was at home. I understand. But Tom Brady, they're 4-1. They look good. Tom Brady throwing streak of 52 consecutive games with a touchdown pass. And Tom Brady throws a whopping 197 yards and an interception. That is worse than Dalton did. And he didn't throw a touchdown either. That's still 15 yards more for him. And honestly, look, that was a horrific offensive game. If you like exciting football, that was the worst game up until the rain. Just awful. But the Bengals won that game, and that really did turn around their season because they were, 2-2 at that point?
They were coming off a loss in Cleveland.
Again, we're talking about a week 5 game. Look how early this game is. You cannot talk about these games as if they...
Shall we talk about
early season games? Do not
got crushed by Pittsburgh?
Oh my God! Look, the Patriots. Also, if we're lost, we're talking about teams that lost. The Patriots do not have a spotless record. They lost to They lost to Miami.
Everybody lost a game this year.
They lost to the Jets.
So therefore, by that logic, if a team loses a game, they don't win. That means nobody wins the Super Bowl.
Nobody. I will give you the fact
by
that
default, the Auburn Tigers win it all.
They were undefeated at home.
Are you kidding me?
New Orleans was undefeated.
The Houston Texans win the Super Bowl.
I'm putting my money on Tampa Bay this year, guys.
Did anybody else see that Leslie Frazier's been hired as the defensive coordinator?
We haven't even mentioned that Greg Schiano is finally gone.
It's Lovie Smith's era.
It's Lovie Smith's era, and he never should have been fired from Chicago. I don't know why they brought Jay Cutler back for 7 years. This is a gift.
This is a great defense. This is a great offensive team, though. Chicago will only get they will only get better offensively, but defensively,
except for Jay Cutler won't be good for 7 years.
I know, but still, they will get better offensively. But defensively, the clouds are it's pretty cloudy in Chicago. It is going to be snowy. It is going to be awful. The defense
I believe it's going to be windy. I think it's what you're looking for if you're talking about Chicago.
It will be windy. That does not really affect defense that much.
According to Carl, it does. It's about weather, guys.
Everything is about weather, guys.
Okay.
For all the listeners out there, it's all about weather.
My method to picking a game: weather and turnovers.
Weather and turnovers.
But it's close.
Jake, Carl, if there's one thing that determines any game, it is the weather. Look, the Bulls games, every time it's windy out, I know the Bulls are going to lose. I don't care if it's indoors. It's all about the weather.
If this game is not room temperature, if this game is 71.9 degrees Fahrenheit, I have a feeling that D. Rose is going to get injured again because he will not get that nice east-southeast breeze that would prevent him from splitting his ACL in two on the baseline. Adidas put fans in the stadium, like people fans, actual fans, to blow his ACL into the ground to ensure that they would have a fantastic marketing campaign.
It makes me sick. Okay, so let's go right through again, just in case anybody forgot. Super Bowl picks, I have Seahawks over Bengals. Jake?
Seahawks over the Patriots, just like I said in the beginning of the year, but once again, I hope I am so wrong.
And Carl?
Over AFC team, take your pick, probably the Bengals. Not the Bengals and the Patriots.
Okay, so I think we have concluded the playoffs, but before we go, I always have to do Say What, because that is our trademark. Jake, if you want to do facepalm and all of that right off the top of your head, you can.
Oh, okay.
But I'm going to start. I'm going to start with Say What, and in order to do that, I have to pull up the Stu I have. So everybody, just sit back and listen to Brian and Stewie once it loads, and hopefully there are no pre-commercials like there always are.
So, did you break up with Lauren?
No, I didn't. As a matter of fact, she's coming over for dinner tonight. Say what?
So, it is time for Say What. And I'm going to start with Sports Pickles application for Penn State's head football coach job. So the first question is, how long would you plan to be head coach here? A, my whole career. B, forever. C, until death. D, I would demand to have my corpus reanimated to continue coaching. E, all or some of the above. Or F, I'm a fraud who is not loyal. The next question, which of the following statements do you agree with more? Joe Paterno statue should be put back in front of Beaver Stadium? Or B, Joe Paterno statue should be erected outside of every sports complex in America? And also, another one of the questions, does a slightly altered Bible verse sound good to you? For God so loved the world that he gave us Joseph Vincent Paterno, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish but have eternal life. And also, do you enjoy drinking Kool-Aid? And the only answer is more of your delicious Kool-Aid, please. Once again, is not real. So if you are applying for the job, do not expect those questions at all.
That's a sigh of relief for Al Gold, I guarantee it.
I know. Next up, we go to another one of our favorite ones, Deadspin.com. Because
yes.
Wait, Noah, do you mind real quick?
Yeah, sure.
Just to screw with Jake. Jake, have you heard the rumors that Greg Schiano could be the head coach of Penn State?
I actually have heard that, and you know what? I would feel so terribly awful for Penn State if that was the case. I really apologize. I hope you stick with Al Golden.
There you go.
Okay, next up. Orange Bowl halftime show features middle finger and terrible singing. So, Dierks Bentley, congratulations, you're on ESPN. But the middle finger and bad singing is not the way you want to be remembered. Unfortunately, that is how he got remembered, and it's not great. At Kirk Baton tweeted, Drake being on the sideline is absolutely awesome. Only at Ohio State. And it says Aubrey Graham. Arizona coach sent dick pic to player's mom. And this is more scandal than funny. But really? Sean LaBeouf? Really? LaBeouf? Nobody knows how to pronounce his name. Really?
Sean La, a.k.a. they saw him in the buff.
And last up, last website, this is metro.co.uk. So yes, it is from England, and it has lots of soccer things. This is oddballs. But there are sometimes some pretty good ones here. And so Steven Gerrard of Liverpool, he scored, and he went up to them. He stood there for about a minute, just asking them to keep booing him. And they did, of course, and eventually he did get a yellow card for delay of game. Another one. So, soccer players play 90 minutes. They're going and they're never stopping. It is physical, but
actually, they're going for 45 minutes, then taking a break.
Okay.
For 45.
So, you want to be remembered as tough? Well, Raul Meireles, the Portuguese striker and Liverpool player, or former Liverpool player, and now Chelsea player, when you get a tattoo, maybe you shouldn't be almost in tears. His face, you can feel the sadness erupting from his face, and you almost want to cry. He's getting a tattoo on his leg, and he is in tears. If I was him, I would not be proud of myself. I would not be proud at all. And, last but not least, a little bit of brotherly hate. Yaya Toure of Manchester City decided to smack talk his brother, basically by saying, we're going to destroy you. And that is it for Say What. So, Jake, do you have your facepalm, your MVP, all of your awards right off the top of your head?
I absolutely do.
Okay.
Of course, this was over, so we had to get our signature awards in. At the end of the show, we always give an MVP, a facepalm, and a sympathy vote. MVP goes to 3 10-year-old girls in Cleveland who have found a way to lobby Jim Tressel into Cleveland. Josh McDaniels, you better watch your back, because these 3 10-year-old girls might be the best, really, case for Jim Tressel to have a coaching job in the NFL. Look it up. I've posted it on my Twitter, at Jake Liker. Don't forget to follow me, by the way. I'm going to put that in there as much as I can, to be quite honest. Facepalm, what is up with New York Jets and sexting? First it was Brett Favre. I mean, even Joe Namath back in the day. Then it was Mark Sanchez. And now Geno Smith is next. Geno Smith currently, apparently, in a sexting scandal with someone, I guess. I'm not sure. I'm not going to go into it, but basically Deadspin has reported that there is a serious problem going on right now with Geno Smith. And apparently some guys just need to learn to keep it in his pants. So Geno, don't. Like, listen, everyone loved you simply because you were not Mark Sanchez. Don't, just please, for all of us. I promise you, it will be okay if you keep it in there. And lastly, our sympathy vote would have to go to the LSU fan / mom of not one, but two fantastic football recruits. She's a runner-up. Because this is off the top of my head, this is our runner-up. April Justin is her name. Her son, Gerald Wills III, picked Florida over LSU. Her other son, Landon Collins, is a safety who picked Alabama over LSU. So, sorry for April Justin, and she's still going to root for LSU. You gotta appreciate that. The real facepalm, let's face it, speaking of football recruits. The top prospect in ESPN U300 said that he was committing to the University of LSU. Wow. The University of LSU. Just let that sink in. I just got on Twitter at this point, and I found the greatest tweet about it. It was tweeted by SN's Vinny Iyer. I hear the University of LSU has a good Department of Redundancy department. And with that, we are done. Two more things, though. Shout out to Chris Cluey. I mean, whatever happens there, this guy's a brave one. And you gotta admire what he's been doing, standing up for what he believes. And second, Ed Hockley, who has not officiated a Packers game all season long, is gonna get it. The guns will be in sleeves, or at least we assume, for the Packers-Niners game on Sunday. Hopefully everyone enjoys some football this weekend. Again, follow me on Twitter at Jake Flaker. Follow us on Facebook at Rookies Roundup. On Twitter at Rookies Roundup. That's about it. Go back.
Really quickly? I forgot to do this as well. There are actually some birthdays that we have to honor. Especially being in the playoff mood, I will name off two of them that aren't as important. Al Jefferson's birthday today. And Johnny Lujack, the great Notre Dame quarterback, college football Hall of Famer. But when we are talking about great coaches, Don Shula, it is his birthday today. So happy birthday to Don Shula. And I think that's my last word. So Carl, your last words, considering we've both had our segments.
My last word, which is always fun and lasty, is go like College Football on Air on Facebook. It's at College Football on Air. It's pretty easy. And go like In the Crease with Carl Mogline, because that's another show I do. It's about hockey and stuff. It's pretty good. Haven't done it in a while. I'm going to get back to it. And then when Olympic hockey comes around, I'm going to rant about Olympic hockey, which is pretty nice. So, in the end, College Football on Air, In the Crease with Carl Mogline, and more important than anything in the world, go follow me on Twitter at Carl_PM. It's with a K, not a C. With a K, not a C. So that all makes sense. But most importantly, thanks to all of you who listen to us. It means a lot to all of us at National Sports. When you come and listen to us, and go like the Facebook page on Facebook. Shockingly, National Sports Network.
It is shocking. It is shocking that the National Sports page is on Facebook. Is on Facebook. I would never have guessed that it would actually.
I was assuming it was going to be on Pinterest, but you know,
Pinterest is the most important.
Guys, it's all about Circle, the local network. For all the cool kids out there, you got to be on Circle. I've literally posted 3 things on Circle because I was bored, and I got a notification that I'm top 10% in all of Los Angeles in terms of posting.
Oh,
that's a very small circle.
Okay, So, right before we go, my selfless promoting Blake and Noah, LA Chicago. That is the Facebook page, and we are at 109, so 110 would be a nice number to go up to.
I would like to say, they are 97 more likes than I have. So please, people,